Oh, I guess our head popped. Blech. Guess I'm sitting here waiting. Sitting here waiting.
All right. Go ahead and go in. Okay.
What should this place like? Come on, figure out I'm hungry.
Actually, let's go over here, Nikki. Let's sit here. That way, if you need to write anything, I can read it. You're hungry? Let's do that first. Come on. You want to go to the bean machine? What do you think, Nikki? Brioso or Alpha? Don't you think it's glorious when you can't see the lines on the road? Yeah, if you want Nicholas to come,
Mhm.
he can come. I can call him or you can text him, whatever you'd like.
Also really slowly dying here, Charlotte. Come on.
Your car! Great!
So did Nicholas say he could come?
Mhm.
Good. Do you need anything else before we head back to the office?
Mm-mm.
And is Nicholas gonna meet us there?
Mhm.
You alright?
takes so long. Oh, oh. Hmm. That's unfortunate. Yeah. You know, I'll just... Yeah, I have a lockpick. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. You know, being caught by a cop right now would be the most awkward thing. I wouldn't be able to explain it. It's easier to say Mickey is driving with one hand.
Where's Charlotte? She poofed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was just texting her, wondering where she is. How's Nicholas doing? He's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good. That better?
Mm-hmm. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Listen, I wasn't just gonna sit at the intersection. Not a heathen. I have a lockpick.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh. I know I'm too injured to drive. Nikki did it with one hand.
You doing alright?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Repeat it?
So
Repeat?
Jordan still have the body, but no, he doesn't because it's at the morgue now.
It's
So
at
we're
the
all
morgue.
good. It's all
Yeah,
What
I
are
saved
you
it there.
even
I saved
saying
it there.
right
Don't
now?
worry.
it's everything
saved
is
it?
a-okay.
Yeah.
And it's all thanks to me,
Oh.
Dr. Emmanuel Ndokwe, legitimate doctor.
Legitimate doctor. Who's a legitimate doctor?
Me.
Oh, Dr.
Papa.
A. Nice to see you around.
I don't think.
It's a
Why
shocker.
Yeah.
Every time I have some quality time.
Remember when I
You get some good food?
remember when I told you
That we shouldn't
that
have
we
quality
should
time
have
anymore.
quality time for a couple weeks?
Ah.
Why is it that every time though? Every time, Papa.
Also, if you were worrying at all about Hope,
All
you
I did
can
was 3D
put
print
that
a
out of your
penis.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get these?
Yeah.
My phone.
I need to get this penis blood off.
Eh? It's say penis blood.
We're just confused. Yeah.
You really don't want to know.
I want to know just so I can be just as disappointed. You know,
The body was recovered and placed in the cold storage. Yes.
today is a full day shift for me. You know, I'm gonna be here for like fucking 12 hours. I'm gonna cry. Fuck everything. Cancel the full 8 hours. Girls no dick. I'm gonna.
Hello, team.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
What? I didn't even say anything. What?
You trying to bang her?
Are you okay?
No, I'm never okay. Let's just get that straight right now. Alright, kids, let's go.
Whoops, sorry. Are you a doctor?
Oh no. No doctors here. No.
go ahead and go in.
Come on, don't fall through, don't fall through, don't fall through. God damn it! Oh, okay.
Alright, you're good. Alright, where should we start?
Hmm.
Alright, Nikki, so how's your stomach feeling today?
Hmm.
And are you still getting that, nauseated feeling?
Mm-hmm.
And what about your sleep? Have you been sleeping better, worse? Do you think the tapes are helping at all?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. That's a good sign, at least. Are the, Are you still getting the nightmares?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you're, I see you're making progress with speech.
Mm-hmm.
And how are you feeling alright with that?
Mm.
Well, you're texting, and that's good. Phone.
Not mine.
So, have you spoken aloud at all besides the affirmative noises?
Mm-mm.
And how's that? Or does it get frustrating to attempt to communicate with people?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And so, how often do you get frustrated? Is it like every day, or just is it? I guess the better question is it common for you to get frustrated?
Mm-hmm.
You're scared to talk. Will it hurt? I don't see a reason why it would hurt. Why are you concerned that it would hurt? Just... I suppose in a way, yes, if you want to say whether it will cause you to be anxious to speak aloud, that could be a form of hurt, and it could cause you some anxiety the first couple of times you start to speak aloud. In that sense, there are ways to sort of mitigate that. For example, when you start speaking, make it something that's sort of not you, right? So, a lot of the times when we speak, it's because we're speaking our own thoughts, our own opinions. However, that's not always the case. If you wanted to practice speaking by, say, picking up a book and reading aloud a passage, that's a good way to sort of practice speaking again without it having to be your own thoughts and opinions. And so it's sort of a way to, like training wheels, so to speak.
You guys.
You're not doing a certain amount of work because there's a certain amount of work that's being done for you. So on training wheels, the training wheels are keeping your balance. And
Thanks.
so in a situation where you're reading aloud the passage in a book, it's the book that's doing the sort of forming of thoughts and opinions for you.
Mm.
Another good way to practice if reading aloud makes you uncomfortable.
Okay, this one I'll send.
So you sort of mentioned this before, right? With the...
I'm sending the notes
how
over
you
Discord.
said that you were
'Cause I like
scared
the
to talk
handwriting.
because the silence... your exact words were, the silence makes it better, stops pain.
Yep.
And so I did have a question about that, once I had time to think about it. Do you believe that it was something you said that caused you to get hurt in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
And was it something that you said after you were kidnapped or before?
Mm.
Before. So it was whatever caused Jasper to become upset with you in the first place.
Mm-hmm. She's made the connection.
I think one of the things that we learn through life, right, is that everything we say has the potential to hurt. It could be something we say that hurts ourselves. It could be something we say that hurts someone else. And that's why, as we grow up, we're told that we have to think before we speak. We're told to be thoughtful about the words we say. You know, we don't spread rumors because they might not be true. If it gets around, they might hurt someone's
Oh my
feelings.
god, I thought the same
Those
thing.
sorts of things. And I don't think it would be a bad thing to sort of keep that in mind and make that a practice, right? That's something everyone should be doing anyway. Think before we speak. Make sure we're aware of the harm our words can do. However, I think it would be insincere to say that every single thing we say has that potential to cause us harm. You've gone through life well into your 20s now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you've said plenty of things that haven't gotten you hurt. And I understand that you have been through a traumatic experience, and this is something very big that happened to you that put you in the ICU for a significant amount of time. And it does make sense that you're worried that you might say something to upset someone again that would get you hurt again. However, it was one time. You made one mistake. There's not everything you say, it's not going to lead to the same situation. Like if you were just right now and it just came from the bean machine, that isn't something that would get you hurt. And so what I think I become concerned about here is you creating this false equivalency in your mind that everything you say gets you hurt, when that's not true at all.
She's hit the nail on the head!
There are things that you're going to be able to say that are going to be innocuous, that might not even be memorable at the end of the day, like asking for eggs in the morning. Maybe by the end of
What's this? Me? Is she?
Does that sort of make sense?
Mm-hmm. I assume it was something wise and prophetic.
Besides, Nicole, there are, you know, very lovely things you can tell people that I'm sure isn't gonna get anyone hurt. Like I told you earlier that I like your haircut. That's not something that would get me hurt, right?
Hmm. It's like what Nicholas said the other day. They got Nikki making noises. That was the perfect line. I didn't stream it, but that's what he said. Hmm.
I was gonna say before that another thing, if nothing you ever choose seems right.
Yeah.
And is that a situation you're referencing directly with Jasper?
Hmm.
Or is it more of a general?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's another sort of false equivalency, right?
Yep, that's what Nicole does. That's the Nikki special.
So, let's think for a second. Let's sort of forget that you can't speak or scary things have happened. Can you honestly tell me that there's not one good decision you believe you've made?
Hmm. Mm-mm.
Alright, so what's one good decision you've made then, Nikki?
Pointed Nicholas.
Oh, Nicholas.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
You see. And didn't you have to have a conversation with Nicholas for this whole relationship to come about?
Mm-hmm.
In your whole friendship,
Oh.
I'm sure that was built off of conversations as well.
She's hitting me on the head. Hmm. She's hitting the nail on the head. Oh. I'm so happy. Hmm.
And despite the fact that you've gotten hurt, would you say that moving to Los Santos was a good decision?
Mm-hmm.
And why is that? Alright, well now you're just being gross. And besides Nicholas, you wouldn't be getting to know your uncle better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you definitely make choices that are good for you. You're very strong-willed. You have a lot of opinions. You've built a whole art career because you stood up for yourself and decided to pursue a dream when other people didn't believe in you.
Oh. Hmm. Other people not believing in her, meaning her parents.
And yes, you're right that life is full of hard decisions. You had to make the decision to stand up for yourself, to pursue your dream. You had to make the decision to essentially become homeless for a part of your life, right?
Oh, she remembers that. Mm-hmm.
You had to make the decision to pack up and move here, to experience something new, to have the person you considered family in your life again.
Oh.
So you do make good decisions.
No!
And I don't think that one mistake you've made should dictate your entire life, even if it is a mistake that got you tragically hurt. Because there are ways to keep that from happening again, and I don't think being unable to speak is the decision to make.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's too good. She's too good. God damn it. Oh my god, it's my first bot. Oh my god.
It probably is going to be scary, and like I said, you likely will feel some sort of anxiety around it the first couple of times you give it a try.
I feel like I've made it. I have my first bot.
And you can always start small. You can always choose one person to talk to in a safe environment. Say if you only spoke to Nicholas while at your house. And you start with small things. You could even, like I said, read aloud to him. You could choose to whisper for a while. And then as you start to get used to it, you introduce the next person. And maybe you talk to Mickey in a place you feel safe. And then you introduce the next person. I believe you like Rose as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you just keep doing it slowly. And if it begins to stress you out, then you take a break. And I'm sure everyone involved is going to understand if you have to fall silent for a little while. Like Nicholas, you wouldn't mind if she attempted to talk and then had to clam up for a bit, right?
No, I wouldn't mind at all.
Oh, Nicholas!
Yeah, see?
That sounds so sad. Don't pull at my heartstrings.
Nicholas is easy to please.
Who's gonna say something? I don't know. Is everyone silent?
So you said you tried talking when you first woke up this morning.
Mm-mm.
Was that? No, you didn't.
You mean when you woke up from the ICU?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see, I see. All right. And then you just haven't tried since then?
Mm-hmm. Scared.
I think what's important to remember, even though you are scared, is that you do have people who are willing to support you no matter what you choose. I do, however, hope that you will be able to speak again. Mostly because even though you're worried that it will cause you anxiety to speak, there is the concern that not speaking in prolonged silence is going to cause anxiety in and of itself because it becomes like a block that the longer it goes on, the harder it is to break.
Yep.
And you continue to build that fear up in your mind because you keep reminding yourself that the reason you're not speaking is because you're scared.
Charlotte, why are you so good?
And so the fear gets bigger and bigger and bigger the more you remind yourself of it. So that would be my main concern anxiety-wise. Have you been able to draw or paint at all?
Just trying.
Have you been able to speak with them at all? About physical therapy? Alright. I suppose it's still a little early in the recovery process anyway. Have you tried attempted drawing with your less dominant hand? You know, people make entire careers off of that. I don't know if that's true, but it seemed like a good thing to say. But it wouldn't hurt, you know, see what you can produce. Do you consider painting or drawing your most reliable stress release.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think you should be trying it in any way that you can. There was actually a famous painter. I can't remember what her name was. But she was paralyzed from the neck down. And so she painted with a paintbrush in between her teeth. And so there are other ways to make art, even if your dominant hand is a little hurt at the moment. Have you been attempting to relieve stress in any other way?
Mm-mm.
And why is that?
Um...
You're overwhelmed with just everything that's going on?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Back to the nightmares.
Yeah, and you're still not sleeping well.
Mm-hmm. Right here. Gosh, this one because it is long and important to how Nikki is feeling. But man, Charlotte's doing such a good job. Oh, she's so good. So thank everyone so much for hanging around. I'm definitely gonna get it now, which is amazing.
So the problem with reliving old memories is that it's something that's very hard to stop doing. And it takes a lot of very active practice to get it to stop. It's not something that can usually go away on its own. So it means that you have to become very aware of yourself and make sure that you have a lot of self-control. I think we all know here that you're a very strong-willed woman. And so I'm not worried that you're gonna have self-control problems. But it's more about stopping the thoughts in their tracks. It's not necessarily about blocking the pain, as you say, or blocking the memory from happening. It's about recognizing that it's happening and stopping that to focus on something else entirely, whether that's mostly about turning your attention to something else, no matter
It's very hard to get these written before she moves on to another topic.
so like I said, it is going to be hard. And it is about having that strong will to be able to stop it in its tracks and turn your attention to something else, no matter what that something else is.
Thoughts talking.
It's like distracting yourself, which is why I am encouraging you to sort of find new ways to create art, to paint.
You know how Nikki does that?
Even if
Alcohol.
I don't know, you like put paper all over the floor and put the paint on the floor and walk in it. You know what I mean? Like find a creative solution to do what you've always loved to do, even though you can't use your hand right now. The artist I was thinking of before, her name was Johnny Tata. And I believe there was a documentary made about her. If you have to, you know, find that documentary and watch it, that would be a great way to distract yourself. Find anything and watch it if that's the only way that you're going to be able to distract yourself. To distract yourself long enough to be able to get the rest you need. But it really is about, the first step is always going to be recognizing the memories coming back and being able to force yourself to do anything else except thinking about that memory. You have to practice mindfulness and grounding yourself in the moment, focusing on the here and now instead of going back and reliving. If you have to, you know, you can take... I forgot what I was gonna say. It's looking for a solution when it feels like there is none. If you're too idle, that's when you start to fall back into those old memories. And so you need to find a way to push forward, whether that's doing something around the house, creating something, going for a walk, heading to the beach, calling someone on the phone or texting or however it is you want to communicate with them. It's a lot of work to stop focusing on memories, and that's always going to be the hardest part of your recovery, is putting those memories behind you. And that's why things like the guided meditation is helpful, because it is emptying your mind to push that away and focus on something else. And that's all meditation really is forcing yourself to be in the moment, experiencing what's happening now with a clear head. There are also a lot of sort of destructive practices people like to do, sort of ritualistic in a way when it comes to memories like that.
Alcohol.
And in
Alcohol.
those sorts of cases, I don't know if this will be helpful to you, but I don't suppose it would hurt. What people like to do is they write out the whole situation on a piece of paper. Go through it, everything that's running through your mind, write it down.
There we go.
And
That's
then
what.
they'll take it somewhere and they'll like throw it in a bonfire. Or they'll drop it down the garbage disposal. Or they'll do something that physically destroys the physical evidence you have of what happened. And it's sort of ritualistic because it's symbolizing letting go. And for a lot of people, that can feel like release in its own way. That it's not a burden on their shoulders anymore because they've sent it back to the ether by burning it up or just destroying it. And it's actually something people throw parties around. They'll invite their friends to like a bonfire and have everyone write down something that's been bothering them, and they throw it into the fire to sort of cleanse their mind, cleanse their soul of that situation. And so maybe that'll be something that's helpful to you. And you can do it in a different way. You could paint a picture of it and then destroy that picture. I've known artists who have painted an entire picture.
Hell yeah.
And then what they've done is they have painted over it with white and then painted a new picture on top of that to sort of symbolize creating something new out of something older, creating something beautiful out of something painful. And that could be something that's helpful to you too, but it's searching for the creative solutions in what is a painful memory. Well, you're welcome.
It's really helpful. Ooh.
Well, all right.
Ooh.
I like when the whole room shakes. It makes me feel safe and secure, don't you? Is there anything else you'd like to talk about, Nikki?
Mm-mm.
What about you, Nicholas? Any comments?
Finally.
Well,
He's always so quiet.
I've said this a few times to you, Nikki, but, you know, if you need my help with anything,
Oh no.
I'm always there for you, and I'll help you no matter what it is.
Nicholas is the best. Oh. Why is he the perfect guy?
Maybe you both can do footprint art. You know, I don't know why, but it's hard to picture Nicholas with paint all over his feet. Alright, folks. Everyone ready?
Yeah, yeah. I can drive you home.
Alright. This is the moment of truth. Also, why is my stomach rumbling? I don't want to get off yet, but I want to talk with Nicholas alone. And I don't know what
Gotta
else.
be pretty
to do today.
careful, cause this car likes to slide on snow. Just like that.
This is the moment of truth. Also, I'm probably gonna fall through the world. Also, everyone here gets to see my home. It looks nice. It's been a while decorating it. Alright. Alright, come on. Don't fall through, don't fall through, don't fall through. Ah, damn it! God damn it! No! care. Nikki has a broken shoulder. I'm getting up here quickly. So I can't go through the long walk again. Did Nicholas fall through the world? Oh, there he is. Okay.
Did you want to talk about something?
Um, I love you.
And I love you.
My heart. My heart. My heart. Oh. Oh, it's too sweet. Here I am dorking out about this.
It's okay. Take your time.
Mm-hmm. Scary.
Yeah. Anything in particular, or just...
Everything I've built up in my head since waking up.
I'm here for you.
I know.
You don't have to be afraid.
I'm not afraid when I'm with you. Sorry.
There's nothing to apologize for. Even if there was, I would still forgive you.
Oh. My heart. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. You were always there for me when I needed you.
Oh.
You were always willing to listen.
You helped me pull through. When I was laying there on the ground, bleeding out, I thought about you. It hurt so much. I thought about just letting him go. I didn't want to. Oh. Didn't know if anyone would get there in time. Oh. God damn it, why do I keep missing the... Don't know if things will ever be the same.
I don't know either, but even if they are, no matter what happens, I'll always love you, Nikki.
Oh, always for you too. Why are they perfect? Why are they just perfect?
Future, whatever's changed, whatever you need to go through next.
Just gotta take it slow.
One step at a time.
Don't know how I'll fare outside, but it's a process.
It won't be easy, but I'll be there for you.
I know. Where's my lawyer trying to call me in the middle of therapy? Should probably call him back.
Yeah, someone called me as well.
Okay.